Hi there guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jake and here for another reaction, and today I am reacting to episode 2 of Obi-Wan Kenobi. So what has been, I don't know how when I'm going to release this. It's been a certain amount of time for you, maybe long, maybe a couple hours at least, it could be days, I don't know. But it's in between episode 1 and 2 since these reactions come up. It has been merely, well, it was merely 6 seconds when I did the first video, and then I totally messed it up. So now I'm doing this other video. So it's been about 2 minutes since I finished watching the last episode. So I'm gonna keep this brief because I want to jump right on into this. What I would like from this episode, obviously we're leaving Tatooine, but I'd want to see Obi-Wan get his mojo back. I want him to get his mojo back just a little bit, maybe even if it isn't straight away, even if he gets like knocked around a bit and stuff. I want to be able to sort of be not. Like, he might not even really be in touch with his force much anymore because it's been so long. So he might be very rusty, but as long as he can sort of find a path into returning to what he was, or at least something of what he was, I'm happy for it. So that's realistically what I want. And I'd imagine I get that. Like him walking onto that ship with the lightsaber, he's our boy's gonna fuck shit up. So let's hope he does it numerous times rather than just like, oh, there you go, did you enjoy that? Maybe next episode. I want to see him pop off just a little bit. So anyway, I think I'll leave it at that because if you want to see my reaction, look at the other one. But I'm jumping in because I'm excited and I want to get it done. And the light is going. I'm losing light here. So I'm going to jump in, guys. So I hope you like this reaction and I'll see you on the other side, alright?
One last fight.
I saw this 2 minutes ago and I got shivers again. I like that it's a little intro as well. Don't get me wrong. Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett, they're ones I could just listen all day on repeat. But I like that it was literally just short and sweet. Obi-Wan Kenobi, bam, done. Nice.
All signals in or out are blocked. People like their secrets out here.
Also, is it ballsy to be able to go like, yeah, I was tracking this ship just to like a random, like, surely that would be a bit. Why would you think, oh, let me help you track this ship? Sure, let me give you the like directions to where it is.
I needed guidance, Master. It's now.
Yes. Sorry.
Any credits?
I forgot that he wants he has been. Oh.
That one's free. A couple more of those and you'll forget she ever existed.
It's good marketing technique.
For the right price.
I mean, just give him the drugs, I guess. The free drugs. You're not out of pocket then.
You're safe now.
This is the rumor, not the rumor. The spot.
Over.
This is, I might have said it, I definitely said in the last video. This was the spoiler I got on Twitter where it was. Listen, I can't moan. I shouldn't be on social media. I can't have a go at people. I'm more annoyed at myself when I get like spoilers. But when like officially they're like putting up, I think it was, this was released Friday, wasn't it? So I think they put it up Sunday morning, maybe evening, actually. So yeah, 2 days, I guess. I don't know. I assumed that halfway during after the release. So maybe I thought like Tuesday to Wednesday I would have been like, okay, cool, yeah, maybe then. But it was like, oh yeah, Kumail Nanjiani, welcome, and I was like, oh well, shit, I guess he's in the fucking show now, and I knew he wasn't listed before. So here we go, Kumail, I love you. Let's go.
I'm inside your mind.
Oh, he's not a Jedi, is he?
I'm sending a.
It's all there.
Oh, you didn't have
I
to.
just said it.
I am high 300 to take you to her.
Goodness, that light is unforgiving.
Worry, that's really good deal.
I never thought I'd see these two on screen.
What do you know of the Force?
You're gonna help me find this girl I'm looking for.
Yeah, I'll do it.
You'll help me?
Yeah,
Can I trust you?
definitely.
No, you can.
Right, if it's the sewers you...
He looks so menacing. I love it. Smooth operator. Oh, you are a bit slow, aren't you?
Where's the girl?
Oh, you told him. Okay. I thought you might not.
You're bleeding all over my floor.
Oh, prove to him. Just
Everybody bleeds.
did you just kill them?
This would have been easier with the army.
Such a privileged thing to say.
You seem kind of old and beat up.
No idea what I'm risking.
She thinks she will gain favor by capturing Kenobi.
He just fucking just calling her shit out.
And what is that?
The least of us. You came to us from the gutter.
Okay.
Your ability you will be dealt with when we return.
Do you know, I actually thought it was going to be like a... I could still be, he hasn't really gone into it. But I thought it was going to be, he was going to get very racial. For some reason, bearing in mind in the idea of the space, that it's so vast that I'd imagine colour doesn't mean a... Stop that. Colour doesn't mean a thing to them, you know? Like, they don't see her colour, it's actually what she is, which is less, what he said, which is less than them. So maybe it's the fact that she uses the Force, but obviously she uses, I'm going to assume, the dark side. So yeah. It's like John Wick. Yes. Right. Put that hood up. Put your hood up.
You don't need those. And the gloves. It's 'cause we're farmers from Tall and you're my daughter.
Granddaughter, maybe.
What?
Nothing.
How many bounty hunters are there?
Where are
What?
I want to float.
I think he's forgetting that this is a child. I'm forgetting that.
But really, it's the opposite.
How old are you? You don't sound like you're 10.
Thank you.
Let's get to him first.
Kumail, what do you think you're gonna do? So Reva's her actual name, then. So I thought it might have been a... Unless I'm mistaken, I haven't heard that name said until it came up in the subtitles there. So I didn't want to, in case it ruined anything.
And she won't make any. She's hurt.
Good.
He said stay there. Oh, she's coming over to him. That's good.
They took me to get to you.
Oh God, she's
Did my
very...
father even send you?
Of course he did.
She's very,
So I know you're not the real
astute.
kidnapper.
You have to trust me.
Oh, you're cool. That's a cool looking creature. Okay, pistols out. People know now. I mean, if they know, you might as well take out the lightsaber. Look, it's easy as well. There's stormtroopers there to fuck up. She thinks she's Daredevil or something. I think she does, yeah. So Obi-Wan... Oh, you know, he's rusty. Okay, I'll give it to him. He's rusty. Use it. Use it. Use it. Use it.
Have I made a few bad decisions? feel bad about it sometimes. Don't like credits? Yeah, so much stuff you can buy with credits. Haja. You remembered my name.
I didn't.
And how do I know this isn't just a trap?
It's a trap. He's tripping balls as well. Jesus, that must have been nuts for him at the end there.
You found me. You're as good as they say.
Get out of my
Hey, what's the bounty on me now? 1 million? 2 million?
She took his thoughts from him.
Nothing, you just remind me of someone.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does.
Fearless too. And no, she was a leader.
Mm.
She died a long time ago.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yes, please.
Lord Vader will be pleased.
He lives.
You didn't know.
Face her.
He's alive, Obi-Wan. Anakin Skywalker is alive.
Oof.
Really think I'd let you take all the credit?
Oh.
Who's in the gutter now?
Oh, him. Oh, I was not expecting that. Yeah, no. I think you'll find he is. Oh, he didn't use his lightsaber. It's like he's seen a ghost.
Anakin.
Oh my god, he looks horrendous. I love it. Oh fuck that wow. that did something to me there. Woo! Wow. Woo. So that, guys, was my reaction to episode 2 of Obi-Wan Kenobi. That ending, man. I think what I'll do, I'll just get through the things I wrote up at the start. Do you know, whenever something happens, especially towards the end of the episode, you sort of like start writing the things that were more bigger that happened in the episode. So at the start, I obviously wrote down about the signal blocker, about like how that, like I wrote just so we could talk about how that might come into use. It didn't. It was just a signal blocker at the start. I liked the veteran bit as well. I was in the middle of saying something at that point during the reaction. Hopefully in the editing I'll be able to work out what I was trying to say. But I like that. That sort of like that both they're veterans, but both ones end up one way, the other ones end up another way. Both sort of still feeling it from the war. So yeah, I thought that was I like that was a nice touch. I like that. Alright, for Kumail Nanjiani, like, I think he's great. I love him. I'm glad he wasn't a Jedi. I'm glad he wasn't a Jedi. I'm glad that he was more of a trickster, but he believes in the cause. He just loves credits. So have him in there again. Like I said during it, that was the spoiler I got. So as far as spoilers go, that wasn't too bad. But you know, yeah, it wasn't too bad. Yeah, I liked how Obi-Wan went Breaking Bad and literally just smoke bombed those three blokes who were high off off their tits. I think that's the saying. But they were high as a fucking kite. And I like that one of them was tripping balls towards when he was getting questioned by the Grand Inquisitor, where it was just spinning. Like that was a light show going on in his bloody face to him. But yeah, I like that he went Breaking Bad with the bomb obviously to distract the guard, and then obviously then one to drug everyone. So that I like the moments that Obi-Wan has with Leia, like sort of like not just seeing Anakin but seeing Padme, like seeing the sort of the powerful leader she was in her, like the thoughtful thinker. So I thoroughly enjoyed those moments when they were talking, and like how she was so eloquent with her words and her sayings that he was like, how old are you again? Like how she was so far ahead of her time, her age. I did enjoy those moments. I also like the bounty hunters. The bounty hunters, it went very John Wick. I wish we could have got, rather than just those two main ones, like the dinosaur looking one and the robot looking one. I would prefer if there was more that were nuts looking that he interacted with, like John Wick. But then again, it might have just been like ripping off. I'm going to take this out, ripping off John Wick. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just, yeah. I think that it could have been cool, but you know, who knows? Yeah, I like the fact that maybe it's a bit of a homage to it, but yeah, but yeah, I can't always get what I want. Like, yeah, her name's Reva, so obviously she's now out of the sisters, even though that's gang in Shawshank Redemption that rapes prisoners, but she is part of the sisters. Yeah. So I thought, Reva, I guess. Again, we don't know still what her, unless again I'm dumb, but I can't see what she is that makes the other ones look down on her, because they, like you said, the Inquisitors are Jedis that basically turn on their own. So it's not the fact that she's a Jedi, it's the fact that of something else. She's lower than them, so maybe she is a street rat to them, but I don't know. Him using the Force, that was a nice little moment. Like, I'll get to the fact that there was no lightsaber in this episode, but again, you know, we got him using the Force, which again, for him, has been over 10 years since he used it. So, you know, it was a big moment, and it took him a while to get even something that simple. And I think, obviously, he's rusty, and I think we will, like, I can't actually remember how many episodes there is in this. So it'll be good if it's like a 6-episode series, then we know we might get the lightsaber soon. But then again, if it's not and it's a bit longer, we might not get it for a while. He needs to build up, getting used to being one with the Force again. But him doing that with Leia, like for it to be Leia as well, for him to actually finally use the Force for the first time in so long, it's poetically beautiful. But yeah, it was just that moment of hope as well when it was happening. Like, he is a Jedi, he's coming back, just give him time. So I did enjoy that. Haja to the rescue, I wrote. I mean, obviously he gave the stuff, and he said, there you go. He did come to the rescue. It didn't last long with Reva, and she read his mind like that. So, I mean, even though he went to stop her, he actually is what sent her to him, like, a lot quicker. So, but yeah, Haja, I like Haja. Hopefully, if he's not in anymore, that's fine. But if he wants to pop up again at some other points, I'm okay with that. Yes. Okay, so got to talk about the end. So, am I? Yeah. So yeah, there we go. Sorry, I can't remember what it is. So that moment when she says Lord Vader, and you can see it on Obi-Wan's face, where that's when it hits him. It's like that moment where it's like it just washes over him. he is still alive, and then obviously she says it. Like, that was great. I fucking love that, because sorry, at that point, even I forgot that he did. Like, I completely forgot that he didn't know that he'd be still about. So realizing that was a revelation for him was fucking pretty huge, and it came across. Like, I think Ewan McGregor did great there. Yeah, so good. It was such a good moment. Her bloody killing the Grand Inquisitor, like, I expected him to be a little bit longer, like around a little bit longer, but don't get me wrong, I'd imagine the other dude who rats on her all the time, he's going to be about. He's not going to let this slide. So, again, the fact that she did it just because he thought that he was going to take her glory, and he ended up running off anyway. But I wasn't expecting her to just be like, yeah, fuck you, you're out. So yeah, that was crazy. It was all crazy, but that moment where now I'm going to assume, whether it is or not, I'm going to assume that he force felt him. So he finally felt his presence in the world. After he was there, he searched for him and found him, and Anakin felt him find him, and he found him as well. That's what I took from that moment there. Whether it's just he says it and then we see Anakin in that is it the back of the tank? I'm gonna assume it is. Yeah, the fact that we saw him in that like, for me, that's what it came across as. But that was great. In my head, it's even more better with that moment they felt each other. But even if it isn't, it's just we get the reveal of finally seeing Hayden Christensen again as Lord Vader, as Anakin Skywalker. And it just looks so. He looks so gnarly. He looks fucked up. And you know what? I want to see him in the Vader suit. I want to hear him with the voice, with the Vader voice. But I also want to see him a little bit out of the suit, you know? I want to be able to see Hayden Christensen. I want to be able to, like he's in the room, not just Vader. Especially, like, with how we see Vader in episode 4, 5, 6. Obviously, he's quick to force strangle people. But, like, he's very... He doesn't emote too much, other than now and again he will do things like that, in my opinion. But when he's Anakin, and the idea is that he has to channel his hate and his anger and stuff like that, he was much more emotive. So I can imagine that. I'd like that to be a much more an emotive Vader. That is quick to anger. That is quick. That's like sort of rash with his judgment, and he like I don't know. That's what I'd hope. But again, I'd want to see Anakin. Oh, yeah, I'd want to see Anakin. So kind of him and Vader. So, but with the suit and without the suit. Yeah. Yeah. Oh god, that's kind of it's okay. We didn't get the lightsaber. I mean, yeah, I would have I got the Force being used. I would have loved the lightsaber being used. I loved it. Seeing him with that lightsaber again. And I will see it. I know I will. But, you know, it's just, if it wasn't for that ending, I think I would have been a bit disappointed. And they obviously had to end it, and they purposely done it to do what they did, which was to get me like, oh! But him not using the lightsaber will eventually come. Him not using it, the blow has been softened by the fact that you see him find out about Vader still being alive, and then seeing him at the end. So, oh wow, that was great. That was so good. Overall, I think the episode was good. It was good, especially but towards that end, yeah. It's sort of like it was like it got to me through that. I was like, yeah. So overall, the first two episodes, I'd say were good. I wouldn't say they're amazing. I'd say we'll give it a bit of time, depending on how the arc goes. I think it's harder when the Mandalorian came out. I think it was new, and it was like exciting, and it was a character we didn't know. Obviously, we knew Mandalorians, but we didn't know properly, like as in we didn't know this character. Whereas we see with the Book of Boba Fett, which I also I thought was very good. But I know that it wasn't as widely received as Mandalorian because they sort of had to follow a certain thing on for Boba Fett, and I feel like they are doing it with these other characters, and I feel like when people built ideas and lore and stories and songs and fucking games and all this sort of stuff around these certain characters, I feel that when they officially go, right, this is the story that we're following it, I think people obviously have then had an idea of how they think their story is. They've created it. And when it doesn't go in line with their thoughts and their stories and all that sort of stuff, that I think then that's when people get like, well, this isn't what I thought, so this is shit. And I think a lot of people thought that about Boba Fett. Boba or Boba? Boba, isn't it? It's Boba Fett. I can't remember. I'm trying to think how he says it in his accent. I'll come back. Anyway, either way, and I feel like they might be like that with Obi-Wan Kenobi, but the thing is that we've obviously had the prequels, and Ewan McGregor was great in that, and people have been wanting more Obi-Wan. So the fact that we're getting it, I think that we should just be happy with what we get, and not everything has to be brilliant. Not everything has to be at the level of 4, 5, 6. That was it. Those are untouched for a lot of people. So, but when things are adding on to the story, it doesn't have to be at that level. It can just be a good story. It can be a fun story. It doesn't have to be like I think that certain films, like for me, one of the better films that have come out, as if I forgot the fucking film. Oh, such an idiot. Do you know what? Do you know what's my problem? Is that I have literally throughout this, well, leading up to this, I have been watching all the the episode 1 to 6. So, so my mind has mainly just been on those ones. So when it's come to the other ones, it's really sort of like that's all I can think of. That's all I've got in my head, and it's winding me up. So I just want to quickly see if I can Rogue One. There we go. Rogue One. Oh my god! And I always tell people, I'm like, Rogue One. I think that's a great film. I think that was its own set. Like because there was an eventual winner, but there was no winners in that film. It was just pure fuckery. It was just people just get dicked on. And don't get me wrong, I don't always like that. But I think in that one, it wasn't just about hope. It was about eventual hope. But it was just to show you about what they had to go through to eventually end up that way. And that's why I think that you could have these shows that will be its own standalone, and it'll be its own way, and it'll be in its own sort of like the way it's directed will be different from the others. And I think that I know that Obi-Wan Kenobi is supposed to. I think this one is supposed to go along with the originals where they inspire hope, and I'm ready to be inspired. I am ready to be inspired, and going by just that laugh at that, I think that if they go the right way with this will be a very good quality series. Will it touch Mandalorian for me? So far, I don't want to just slap it down straight away, but Mandalorian's brilliant, isn't it? So I think that if it can go over the series and be just as good as that, they're in for a winner. So either way, I'm here. I'm going to watch it no matter what. So overall, guys, I really enjoyed this episode, especially towards the end. Overall, I'm happy with it. I just hope that they're going the way I want to go. So, right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please like the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think so far of Obi-Wan. Did you expect her to kill Reva to kill the Grand Inquisitor? How excited to have that Hayden Christensen back as Darth Vader. Kumail. What do you think of Kumail? Anyway, what do you think of all that? So let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this type of video, guys, please subscribe to this channel. There's a bunch of videos around. Have a look around. You might find some that you're interested in. Also, if you're interested, hit the notification bell so you know when I upload other videos. And yeah, and I guess I'll see you in the next one, guys. All right. I'll see you out there.